have my team here with me. This is the I'm Just Saying crew, live in the morning. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing this morning?
What's good? What's good?
I'm doing good. Just trying to recover from this weekend. I have definitely had a lot and a little bit go on at the same time. If you know what I mean. So, everybody, I'm your host, Simply Tennille. I am Vanderbilt, and hey, Charlie, everybody's home girl. Just a love, and love, right? Okay. I guess if that's what y'all want to do. No, I'm playing. A lot went on. So it's time to talk about our weekend recap.
Yes. Well, wait. We gotta welcome our friends with Benny's.
Friends with Benny's.
Yeah, we gotta keep it going.
Yes, Friends and Benny's. If you guys want to be a part of our Friends and Benny's, you can come down here when we go live, right?
Yes, you can come down here when we go live. You can also
come hang out with us.
Come hang out with us any other time. We'll tell you about all the events. That way we make sure that we keep up with you so that you can know exactly what's going on with the I'm Just Saying crew. Because we all over the city. I'm going to just tell you like that.
We everywhere, man. We catching flights.
You never know where we are. I ain't catching no feelings now.
Yeah, we catching flights.
She's caught feelings, y'all.
She's caught feelings.
Hey, you know now.
She's caught
feelings. That was so bad, wasn't it? Ooh, did y'all hear that? All caught up. My feelings all caught up. So I ain't catching them while we out there.
She in her feelings.
While we out there. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know tons and tons of things went on this weekend. But I have to tell you, I had time to drop by BGN. Yes. Okay. That stands for Black Grape Night. Yes. Okay. So, it was a wine tasting and review.
Yes, we went through 8 different bottles of wine.
You heard that, Vanderbilt? He gonna say we left him out on something.
No,
again.
I was not gonna.
Because we definitely told you about it.
We went through it.
And Tennille came through with those boots,
y'all.
I saw that.
Sorry
I saw that coming through with the boots. I saw that.
I have already been waiting on fall to kind of do something different. We have been in the house in our flip flops, shorts. In tank tops for long enough for me. I like to put a little bit of clothes on every once in a while, So, Vanderbilt, I couldn't wait to get the boots.
You couldn't wait to get
the
boots out.
They've been waiting since last season.
Man, she gave us leg and boots.
I saw that. I did see that. I did.
I was so happy to see you, buddy. We had a really good turnout.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the event because I'm sure that they're going to have another one because it actually went really well.
Yes.
Okay,
so we're going to be hosting
watching
these once a month. Black Grape Nights is actually an event where we celebrate just the wine culture within our culture. So it's wine culture for the culture. It's with the Hood Wine Connoisseur and Hood Wine brand. It's all about, like I said, bringing the wine culture to the culture, educating people on different types of wine, allowing them to get to try different wines, kind of figure out what their taste is. For the most part, our go-to is like Moscato or like maybe a Chardonnay.
I'm still shocked that people are still so hooked on Moscato because
are.
I'm complete opposite. I like the reds because I like to get there.
Yeah.
I also I like Prosecco and stuff like that or whatever, but I'm definitely a red. And so it boggles my mind how you can not graduate on. But there's a lot of people that do it. They like the fruities.
But then you think about it though, you don't have to really graduate because there are different types of Moscato. I think they do need to graduate to a different type of Moscato, like different brand, because the stuff that you get at Walmart and stuff that you can pick up at Walgreens, it's great. It'll do you, but there are other offerings. And then there are black brands.
We're gonna have to the black brands. I was very happy to find that out. So I did purchase some wine. I got me a black brand wine, because I have been hooked on 19 Crimes Cabernet Sauvignon for a little while. Look.
Okay, so
we did the John Legend wine as well.
Really? So you brought some black wine. So when we cook next time at the house, we got wine.
We got wine.
So we're definitely gonna have the ghetto wine connoisseur come on the show. Maybe we'll do a little sampling here so Vanderbilt can get in on it. Okay. Yeah. I also have some very traumatic news that I must report to you.
What?
Are you about to have me get emotional?
My best friend of 13 years passed away the other day.
What?
Miss Chloe has been through the 2 marriages, the divorce, the twins, the everything, the ups, the downs. My little dog Chloe, ladies and gentlemen, has passed away. Yeah. Chloe was old, I get it, but I just wasn't ready for her to go. My kids clearly weren't ready for her to go, but we got to take a moment of silence, just a little bit for Miss Chloe. I'll post some pictures later. She was adorable. Okay, I guess I better move on before I start crying.
Don't cry.
Y'all have no idea how many days we laid on that couch, just trying to get to the next one, okay? In the bed, and
I know.
she goes on trail rides with me. She is my dog, okay? This is my dog. You know how you have that person, that extra, because I'm not around many girls, so she was my one girl in the house, and I dressed her up, and we did all those things. I used to pack her around in my purse when she was tiny, so I've had her since she was 6 weeks. So
that animal love is very real.
Yeah, and she even told me. She said, when she told me that it happened, I was like, nah. And I was telling her about my dog. Like, my dog was literally my ride or die.
She was in the wedding and everything. She was the flower girl.
She sure was.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Even though she didn't want to do right, she wasn't coming down the line.
She didn't want to come outside.
She didn't want to. She said, "Look at all these people in my house."
She was like, "It is COVID."
All right, y'all. So, also over the course of the weekend, I had told Charlie that I was supposed to be leaving and going to the racetrack after the thing. So I was trying to catch up with the cigar bar, but I was like, shoot, I better leave. Heard from the family that it started thundering, raining, pouring down before I could even make it over there. And then guess what happened?
What?
The family left, decided to go to Dave and Buster's. So I just want to tell y'all about y'all city out here.
Your city.
Dave and Buster's, okay? We are still under orders, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you did not know. It's COVID-19 out here. Kids running up, touching me. Y'all know I'm a little weird about them germs, right? I ain't trying to catch nothing, okay? So kids running up. Oh, wait a minute. We in a situation here, People are like arm to arm slapping the games.
Oh,
Where is the sanitizer?
They have no wipes.
That's what you need to smoke chill spray.
Where is the sanitizer? Where they had a little station at the beginning of the bar that was like a sanitized area or whatever, and there was a man manning it. But the amount of kids that were there without a mask, the amount of adults that were there without a mask, and maybe they were young adults and I couldn't tell, but it was way too many people. They were conglomerated. There was a crowd of people just trying to get into the Dave and Buster's.
Wow.
Houston, do better.
Please, Houston, if you see that many people are out, leave. Walk away. It's okay. I know that your kids want something to do right now. Y'all need to be having family game night and playing the board games at the house.
Gotta break out that Monopoly.
It was ridiculous, right? I'm so ashamed of y'all. I had to tell my family, look, I don't know what y'all thought was about to happen, but we got to go. They were like, no. Yes, we're leaving. We're not staying at Dave and Buster's tonight.
When kids see Dave and Buster's, they got to get them couple tokens to get their game on.
Baby, please.
The only token they're going to take home is the bad coffee.
No more tokens. They got the swipe card, so kids
that's right.
They got the little credit card nowadays.
It's just like a lot of touch and goes. Too much touch
and go.
You
got to touch the game.
Touch and go. I can't do
I was already leery. And then when I walked in there and I saw that situation, I was like, oh, no.
That would have
no.
See, but that makes sense as to why all these kids at school, the schools and the universities, are starting to have these COVID numbers go up.
Great segue, because I am going to tell you, the hot spot is now your colleges and universities.
Yes.
So if you have a son or daughter who is in school right now, please tell them to lock themselves in their rooms, because those are the new hot spots. Now that school has returned, 50,000 new cases in kids. 50,000. Okay, so I don't think that they're dying from it. Let me say that. I don't think that they're dying from it, but the fact that there's a possibility bothers me.
Yeah.
Y'all sent your kids to school. College could also very well be virtual. These people could definitely be doing virtual classes, because it's an instructor. They could record that same class and have the kids watch it. It may be hard to get them to watch it and do the stuff that they're supposed to be doing, but Labor Day weekend passed, and we know that they were having parties because we saw it all over social media.
Well, no, and that's in another part of that story is there are virtual classes. Because my daughter goes to PV, and all her classes are virtual. But a lot of these kids who come from out of town parents have already paid for their room fees, and we can't get that money back.
But that's why.
But you should be able to.
You should be able to, but we can't get it back. So the students are like, okay, hey, I'm just gonna go, go to my room with my roommate, and I get it. A lot of these kids want their freedom per se, but they don't understand the consequences of having that freedom.
This is the perfect time to start working on your freshman 15 before you get it, or even if you got it the previous year. Go be active. Go walk. Go do something outside. I don't get these the parties. That's the thing that gets me. It's like they're purposefully, no, like they're literally trying to give each other COVID.
Oh, one girl, she made a whole statement for a TV camera saying, "I've got it. I feel fine."
Really?
She was at the party, no mask, and she was like, "I'm here. I'm good." First of all, baby girl, you sweating. Look, you are sweating.
So this the main camera, right?
Whichever.
Gianna Victoria. Let me find out.
Sit your damn right.
Let Daddy find out.
Let him find out. Okay, so Vanderbilt, we have gone through, kind of this, listing of things for the weekend. How was your weekend?
My weekend was awesome. Actually, I didn't get to go out. I was just kind of.
That's good.
I was detained.
Hide from the COVID.
Yeah. COVID, no. Yeah.
Right.
I spent a lot of time with the kids.
Okay.
A lot of time with the kids. My daughter actually surprised me and came home. It was like, "Daddy, I'm here. I'm hungry." Typical college kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Hungry
college.
And I need to wash.
Yeah.
Right.
And can I have? And there's a blank. So you fill in the blank, and most of the 99% of the time it's money. Daddy, you got some money, and I have.
Can I get that?
Well, thankfully,
can I get
COVID
that?
kept your money, to this point. You shouldn't have been spending. So technically, you should be okay.
COVID has allowed me to save some money, but the kids are spending it just as fast as if they had COVID because they're in my pocket.
Right.
Both of them. Junior in college and senior in high school.
Oh, bless you.
Yes.
Ooh,
Bless my heart.
Lord, they need things, they need things. Okay, Charlie, so outside of work, I saw a couple of photos.
Yes.
Looks like you had a chance to get away for the weekend.
I got to go
had
home for literally a few hours.
What does Miles call it? Your white people weekend.
I got to have a white people to kneel weekend, actually. So we went home, celebrated my dad's birthday.
Okay, happy birthday,
Daddy!
Pops.
Yes, happy birthday.
We went back to Austin. We were in Lake Travis. We went to the Oasis.
Okay.
And we practiced social distancing because we had the whole third floor to ourselves.
Amen.
So it was
Amen. Okay.
I was happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are things out there that you can still do. You can still have tons of fun.
Yes.
And stay away from people at the same time.
Far away.
People have said several times, mask up, this, that, and the other, but you can still very much be separate and together because we are helping each other by staying separate. Get to know your family a little bit better, especially those teens that are getting ready to go to college. Prepare their minds that it's okay not to have to be, right up on everybody,
right.
That you don't have to be at the most popular party. We need to change our mindsets out here. So that's my plea. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I want to make sure that on next Thursday, just in case I lose anybody, you guys know to tune in because we're going to have little Troy and his son T2 will be in the building live in the studio. We've got some new music. I love that new. But when we come back, I got some things to talk to you guys about. So we're going to go to a break real quick. And remember to keep it locked right here to the Edge Morning Radio Show with the I'm Just Saying crew. We'll talk to you guys later.
We'll be back.
This is former Rocket Robert Reed.
This is Mel Jewell of Athletes United.
And we want to talk to you of our new program and podcast. We're talking about former athletes who are doing a lot of things in the community.
Various athletes in various sports. Swimming, track, soccer, football, baseball, you name it.
Former and current athletes here in the greater Houston area.
All promoting wellness, health. All promoting that which makes us all better.
Of Edge Radio, truth still matters.
We've been out of control since we got hit back in March 2020. Mortality rates keep climbing. Infection rates go up and down and then back up again. How long will this go on? No clear answer. Will a vaccine even be effective as this virus continues to spread and to mutate? No clear answers there either. I'm a trained nutritionist, herbologist, personal trainer, behavior modification, and stress sciences expert. I'm also a COVID-19 and pneumonia survivor. I've watched the continuous wall-to-wall news coverage, and while yes, wearing a mask and social distancing are crucial now, you're not being given important tools that you need in order to fortify your first line of defense, your best line of defense, which is your own immune system. What's going on here? There are simple, affordable, and natural ways to help build your immune system to fight any virus or bacteria now, and it starts inside of you. That's why I need to invite you to join me for Beyond the Mask, an intimate talk about vital ways to immediately begin boosting your immune system. Are you worried about the potentials of a second wave? Are you concerned now that your immune system may not be strong enough? Let me show you now the changes that will allow you to optimize it. Let me show you how to maximize your exercise benefits in a 12-minute routine that you'll do every other day to easily increase your metabolism, strengthen your respiratory and immune systems, and give you better circulation throughout your body. Listen, sugar feeds both bacteria and viruses. Let me show you ways to kick that sugar addiction now and to get some weight off. Let me share with you keys to better nutrition that boosts your immune system. We are all under too much stress, and stress weakens your immune system. It single-handedly leaves you vulnerable to all kinds of health issues and infections because stress reduces your immune cell numbers and their ability to function. Let me show you tools that you'll easily integrate into your daily life now to naturally reduce your stress cortisol response. I also want you to know about some nutritional supplements that have been shown to naturally improve your immune system and your overall health. Since January, there have been over 700 studies released worldwide on the relationship between COVID-19 and vitamin D3 deficiency. You need to know why. You want to improve your own immune defenses now, want to take back your control? Sign up today for Beyond the Mask and join me as I give you information and tools to easily get you back on track towards a healthier overall immune system now.
We are back, y'all. Y'all are hanging out with the I'm Just Saying Cool. We are live here at the Edge TV, or Radio Network, I should say.
Radio TV Network.
Radio TV Network. See, I messed it up this time.
You go ahead and say yours.
Yeah, I had it last week.
You're so silly. Ladies
I
and
know.
gentlemen, if you would like to be a part of our live studio audience, please come on down to 415 West Gray Street, right here at Midtown Bar and Grill. We would love, yes, friends at Benny's.
Come hang out
Okay.
with us.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Did You Know? Okay. So, I was planning on talking about this last week.
Yes.
Okay.
So that y'all can get your lives right before your unemployment checks ran out. Let's talk about it. I know y'all getting it before they come and get you, okay? So I'm gonna pull this out, and there are several things that I want to talk to you about in regards to millionaires who are good with money, because you know there are several millionaires out there who blow it. They throw it in the wind.
Right.
They don't manage it, and they don't have it going on
Right.
when it's time. When it comes down time, they're lost, okay? So the first one that I'm going to say sounds crazy, but it's the truth. It is take money out of your checking account, okay? Take it out your checking account. If you have it to where it's easily accessible for you to just kind of go in there and grab it, that's what you're going to do. You're going to grab it. You're going to see things that you want. I know that we're kind of inside instead of outside.
Yeah.
So Amazon is definitely getting the business. That's one of the things I forgot to tell y'all about over the weekend. Amazon had all kinds of stuff go on in the world news.
Yeah.
They had over 70 items that were considered to be fire hazards.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, be careful what you buying your kids on here. I have a feeling that had to do with electronics.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have a
Because
feeling.
one of my items was on the list.
Oh, wow. Did you go check the list, Van?
Yes, I did. Well, I mean, being in media, one of the things I always carry on me are battery chargers.
Okay, you're right.
And the one that I actually like the most.
Well, can't use it no more.
Can't use it.
Done. Done. It's done.
Can't use it no more.
So with moving the money from your bank account, they suggest that you get Aspiration. Have you ever heard of that, anybody? That is a debit card that gives you 10% back on your purchases every time. So you could just funnel that 10% somewhere else. That's a lot. Most places only do 5. Okay? That's what, this is why I'm always trying to tell you something. That's what I want to do.
And it's called Aspiration.
Aspiration. Okay. So I'm going to just keep working down my little list. Okay. They also tell you ways, in this article to leave your family in excess of $1 million. We're always complaining about how our families haven't left us nothing. We had to get it out the mud, We're all there. Lots of us are there. It's okay. We are coming to a point in time, though, where people are dying a lot sooner, even though there's people living a lot longer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But because of COVID and things like this, it has made you have to start thinking about insurances and things like that. And you may not be able to do $1 million. Let's say that. But they're going to tell you how to do it on Bestow, okay? Bestow. BESTOW, okay? They will teach you how to leave that $1 million behind if that's something that you're interested in doing. But there are several companies that can help you do $250,000, okay? Because that's better than nothing. Give them a little head start, Let's just give them something. Give your family something not to remember you by, but to move forward, so that your family can grow, okay? Next. You can get up to $500 in free stocks.
Wow.
I have tried Robinhood. This is one of their suggestions. And I didn't give you this because I'm just saying. Robinhood didn't do nothing for me. Okay? I tried it. I put something in several different places.
Okay.
As far as the return on my investment, maybe I didn't invest enough. Sometimes you need to do a minimum of at least $5,000 or whatever like this. But it was an app. I'm still very leery of the apps, and I always feel like they just want to take your money type thing. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get over the hump.
Well, those of you that
Robinhood
at the beginning of COVID, 2 weeks ago, got a really good payout.
A really good payout.
Come through Tesla.
For that. So, what you say, come through Tesla?
Come through.
Okay. But if it was Sprint or what is it? What's the ones that they give you for free? It was Sprint and something else.
I actually have one that I got for free, and it's actually doing pretty good.
No.
What do you mean pretty good? What do we consider pretty good, Vanderbilt?
I have to go into the app.
If they gave it to you for free, most likely it's not going to do all that well. I'm just going to say that it's not. We need some big flips, okay? We need a big flip. So I'm going to encourage you that if you want to, again, invest in some stocks and this, that, and the other. Right now is a really, really hard time to judge where to put your money. But if you've already got it and you did those things and you did your due diligence and you were ready for this time, there are some people who've made, pretty pennies off of this entire situation. Me, I am not going to co-sign the Robinhood. I'm sorry.
She's like, she's not one of those people.
I'm just not going to be able to do it.
Well, there's other ones like there's Stash. There's different ones out there, and I think you just have to find which app works for you. I actually have 2 of them. I use Stash and I use
Is Stash one that takes the money, your change off the thing? Is that the one? Okay, that's what I thought about that.
Yeah.
That also makes it different because that's really your own money going in there and growing off of your purchases. Okay, we're trying to keep you informed here. You need to know that's really you spending that money. Anyway, okay, so even though you feel like you might be stashing something, you are. It's still yours. It was yours in the first place. Okay, it says ask this company to help you pay off your credit cards, ladies and gentlemen, okay? There is a company out there. There are several companies actually that will do this. So these are millionaires who are supposed to be good with money. They're telling you to go and get a low interest loan. I know a lot of people applied to get the SBA loans and stuff like that because the percentage rates were a lot cheaper than your credit cards. Use that money to pay those credit cards and extra debt off. Don't be out there acting like you balling, doing stuff that you wouldn't normally do on a regular basis. Pay off those cards while you have the money. It takes a year before you even have to pay SBA back. If you don't have a small business, then you may want to try one of these options as far as a low interest loan that you can use to pay off all those credit cards, but make sure that you ask for enough money. That's one thing that I find about a lot of people. They do not ask for enough money. They ask for exactly what they need to pay the stuff off. What are you going to live on while you're paying that one loan back? Okay? Another credit card, because that's what you do. I'm just saying, because clearly if you have a lot of outstanding credit card debt, you're one of those people. So make sure that you get enough in the loan to be able to have a little cushion there. You don't want to get it just for what you had in the thing. Vanderbilt's over here looking at me like,
I'm listening for the information.
Okay.
So basically what we're trying to say is work smarter, not harder, y'all.
Exactly.
That's what we're trying to say.
Okay. They don't waste hundreds of dollars on homeowners insurance and regular insurance. You got that car sitting out there that you thought was so live, but now maybe the alternator went out or this, that, and the other, and you trying to fix it up. Right. But you're still paying insurance on that thing because we live in Houston and you're worried about a flood or whatever else. Stop worrying about that. If the vehicle is paid off, they're not going to give you what it's worth anyway.
Yeah.
Okay? They're definitely not going to do that.
Well, actually, right now is the best time that if you have a car to sell a used car, because they're actually asking people to sell used cars.
Okay.
Because they're in such a shortage of being able to move these cars around. So this may be the time.
This may be the time.
The only time in American history that you will get above the Kelley Blue Book value
on your vehicle. Car. Okay.
The only time.
So if you are out there paying insurance, all these extra insurances, go down line items on your homeowner's insurance, go down your stuff for your insurance on your vehicles. If you got one that's sitting up in storage and doing whatever, this is one of the things that they get rid of. They take that insurance on and off. They pop it right on and pop it right off. So ladies and gentlemen, there's another tip for you. Those insurances, if they are not needed and merited, okay, because the insurance is not, now they may trade it in for you or go get you whatever you want, trading that vehicle in like Charlie is suggesting, but insurance, they're not going to give it to you. A lot of times the payout on those things is $3,000-$4,000 max, and your rims are more than that. So your rims are more than that, okay? So just be smart about it. Also, use your entire paycheck, Vanderbilt. Run up a check, okay? Listen, you want to put those dollars and dimes in certain places. So every time when it's time for you to get paid, you should already know where your funds are going to be allocated, whether it's to your savings account, whether it's to, your regular spending or whatever. You need to know where that money is going before your check even arrives.
I think what we don't do as a whole is we don't put ourselves on a budget. We just look at the total amount that we got and say, okay, well, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna spend this, that, and the third, and then when you look at it, you're down to $22.36 left.
Not the 22.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just threw that number out.
Okay, I'm glad you threw that one.
Yeah, but
real live and in full effect.
Yeah.
We know that there's tons of people out there who get down to them $8.
They get down to them that last few dollars. But if for whatever number that you bring home every 2 weeks or whatever, put yourself on a budget. Like you said, allocate money. I'm going to put $100 here. I'm going to put $200 here.
And then play like it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. Exactly.
Just do that, okay?
Budget off of what's left after you take that out.
Exactly. So my next one, and I'm getting to the end of the list here. The next one is, it says, add $225 to your bank account every month, okay?
Okay.
So here's the thing. If you can find other resources, other ways to be able to put money there or put money back, from things that you spend, you bought a camera, try to get a return on that, doing some photos or something like that. Make sure these things are working in your advantage. Or this is my suggestion. Even if you don't do it to your bank account, because you may very well spend it there if you are a spender, and that's who we're kind of talking to right now.
Right.
Your house note, you got a mortgage, pay an extra $100 and something a month. You have no idea. By the end of the year, you have saved $13,000 off the end of your mortgage, okay? Wow. That's a whole year, worth of payments there. $13,000, you're done. All you have to do is add $116. That's a nail shop visit. That's a nail shop visit, ladies. Especially if you're getting them Swarovski nails, If you're doing all that, you can put that $100 towards your mortgage and you'll pay it off, several years early just with $116. You liking listening to this, I know it.
Yeah.
The next thing that I want to encourage everybody to do is to grow your wealth by working and dealing with others, learning from others. I am trying to be others, okay? Just in case you didn't know, I am others at this very moment. You need to learn, you need to learn from people and encourage your friends and family to definitely listen to I'm Just Saying, because we're going to tell you about things like this that you need to be able to push forward. This is our time. This is our opportunity to be able to push forward toward the future. We have been inside. You've been saving money on hair products. You've been saving money on wigs. You've been saving money on shoes because you're not going anywhere. You shouldn't be anyway. You're not doing a lot of those things, but I know people are still doing a little bit of Amazon spending and this, that, and the other, as we suggested before. Just be careful with the products that you purchase and do it in a limited fashion. Everybody, I'm going to get you there. I'm going to have you a little bit of money in your bank. Just keep listening to me, okay? That's all you got to do, because I am here and I am researching this stuff for my own good as well, So
we're gonna keep it.
We're gonna keep it right. Okay. All right. So, we left several things off on here. I hope y'all like that. I'm gonna keep teaching you something each and every week. But we have a little pieces that we need to pick up. Today is the final day talking about money. We're gonna talk about some big money right now. Today is the day that the final decision has to be made by Microsoft in regards to whether or not they are going to purchase TikTok. Okay? Today is the day. I would have thought this would have been an easy decision. Money would have been in the bank already.
Right.
Transfer made. Because TikTok is big.
I think for them, probably their biggest
Tell me what you're thinking, girl, because I'm lost here.
I think what their biggest concern could be is we are a fad generation, right? So it's a fad now. Will it be a fad later? And then you have Reels. And now that people are finally actually starting to learn how to use their Reels, it's like, oh, I just use my Reels on Instagram because I'm already on Instagram. But then you do have those devoted TikTok lovers. Like, there are a lot of people who got amazing careers just this year off of TikTok.
Period. Correct.
It amazes me, like even when you go and look at the celebrity birthdays and this, that, and the other, they are not the people that you think. They are TikTok stars. They are Instagram, warriors who are there posting every day and this, that, and the other. And I'm not one of those people. I can't be posting on not Instagram, but
TikTok.
On TikTok and doing
TikTok
dance videos.
I'm not ashamed to say that.
This shocks me.
I call myself a little tech savvy. This is what I do. I don't use TikTok. TikTok frustrates me. Trying to pair up the song. I don't know what song I want to do.
I'm there for it.
Edit the effects because for me, I'm gonna edit everything. So I'm frustrated and I don't use it.
Hey,
I don't even use Reels.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Reels either.
You hear her?
Isn't this crazy?
I would
have thought this would be
I
would have thought that this would be the complete opposite. I have asked for tutorials in TikTok several times. I hate to admit that as well. I'm just not. Every time I get on there, she's right. It frustrates me. I would rather just have it the easy way. But it looks cool when other people do it. I watch theirs.
My sister is the avid TikToker. Shout out to Crystal.
Y'all heard it here.
That is TikTok.
I'm just saying live. We gonna start TikToking.
TikTok.
With our friends and bennies.
Yeah, just watch.
Our friends and bennies, come on down.
Just watch.
Y'all gonna have to show me. Okay, so here we are. Also, remember, early voting begins this week, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna keep you in the know, and we are definitely going to continue adding a little edge to your morning conversation.
Yes.
So make sure you go get your glass of coffee or your green tea and stay right here with the I'm Just Saying crew live every Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, and we want you to know we're at 4 2415 of West Gray Street, right here at Midtown Bar and Grill. You can get breakfast. You can have a little fun. Even do a little dancing as Oscar does. You can definitely see us. Because we look better in person. No. Trick them down here. No, I'm playing. All right, we'll be right back.
A retired Marine and former school teacher is spending his days on the road promoting unity.
His platform is to erase race, and he's trying to do that by traveling the country, visiting 100 cities, spreading his message one conversation at a time.
I was born and raised in Waller County, Texas, just northwest of Houston. As a child of the 60s civil rights era, I lived in a city that was probably 100% black at the time, and that city, Prairie View, Texas, had an educational background that far exceeded the national average. Because of this uncommon occurrence, I grew up lacking the sense of inferiority that many black people experience as a result of segregation and the remnants of the Jim Crow era. In Prairie View, the smartest and most able and capable people the children of that city saw daily were always black. After integration in 1969, I grew up with friends from a variety of ethnic backgrounds, and this continued to expand as I went to college, and my circle of deep relationships continued to grow with football teammates from various parts of Texas and the country, and then expanded even more after I joined the United States Marine Corps, where my relationships began to include foreign cultures and people with whom I never envisioned communicating. Today, after having visited and lived in the continents of Asia, Africa, and Europe, I am convinced that we are all far more alike than we could ever realize. Something has hindered that realization for others. Here in the United States of America, we have been plagued for hundreds of years with a concept called race. This concept would have us believe that we are fundamentally very different and our skin color makes us so. Though anthropology, sociology, and medical journals continually refute this, many Americans continue to harbor the erroneous beliefs associated with race. This is what I'm here to change. Hello, I am Carlin Charleston, the Executive Director of Erase Race. We are a 501c4 nonprofit organization designed to remove race from our society and unite people across all demographics and bring them into the novel reality that we are all quite differently the same. That phrase may sound contradictory in itself, but it really makes sense. Once we understand our common origins from whence we all originate, then it becomes much more interesting to see how differently we have evolved in our geographic regions as one people. Erase Race began the work of unifying our country when I embarked upon a 112-city tour last June. Driving the Unity van from coast to coast and from north to south, the thrill of visiting the 48 contiguous states and meeting people I would have never met otherwise was simply amazing. From Baton Rouge to Boston and from Philadelphia to Phoenix, I became more American every day as I met the people that make up this great country, and that is where I want to take you.
This is city number 76.
Shaking hands, visiting people and places, striving for unity as a human race.
It has really been phenomenal. Number one, to travel the country and go to different places in our country and meet the people is what most Americans need to do.
He said there have been surprising interactions, even poignant moments, stopping along sites of historic importance like the Liberty Bell and Harriet Tubman's home. He'll make his final stop in December, but his work will be far from done. Carlin's life is the American Unity Movement, and he's hopeful one day soon people truly won't be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
That's my vision, that we have people, and we can then respect people and live with people.
The Natural Nation Network is really about taking control of your health physically, spiritually, emotionally, even intellectually, because there's so much out there in misinformation. There's a lot of people now that are suffering from all sorts of diseases that they really wouldn't have to suffer for if they had better information. And that's what we're here to do. Provide information that can save lives.
The mind and the body are totally connected.
Health can be really serious, and you know, sometimes we just have to lighten it up a little bit while we're still providing substantive information.
And you know, my sort of mantra on the salsa dance floor is kind of similar. You know, I tell somebody, if you make a mistake twice, it becomes a move. Okay.
Tune into Natural Nation every Tuesday at 11 a.m.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Simply Tennille and the I'm Just Saying crew, and we want to personally invite you out to our voter registration drive. It's going to be on September the 26th, starting at 4 p.m. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that we're going to have between the music, the fun, you know, at this voter registration drive.
Outside of ourselves.
Outside of ourselves. Because outside of ourselves, the crew, we're going to have music, we're going to have arts. Of course, we're going to be here for the most important thing, which is getting everyone registered to vote.
All right, because you know you got to be a part of the political process.
Yes.
Charlie, is there anything you'd like to say about this festival?
I just want everyone to come out. It's really important that our voices be heard. We've already seen that this year has been very pivotal. I can't even talk today. Pivotal for us to make a decision to vote. Make sure that you register to vote. Come out, have some fun, make it a family event. We're going to be social distancing. We're going to be taking safety precautions. But this is definitely an important time for you to get out there and let your voice be heard.
All right, September the 26th. Make sure you come out at 4 p.m. All right, we're going to switch gears just a little bit. Let's talk about these fires. Oregon alone, 33. Are y'all listening to this? 33 fires are burning right now. 33 people are missing. I'm so sorry about that. 33 people are missing. I just messed that all the way up. 33 people are dead, and then there are dozens and dozens that are missing. People that have not been recovered from the ash and the brush that's going on out here with these forest fires. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting crazy. Again, I'm just feeling like it's the end of days. Okay, here we come with the fires. We've got more locusts and what is this? They had the bees, the killer bees. They had all kinds of stuff going on. We got the coronavirus out here, you know, taking people's lives, and it's just crazy. Get your lives right, whoever it is that you pray to, or do what you do. Because it's looking real crazy, okay?
Very crazy. I actually got to see one of the footage of the tornado fires.
Oh,
really?
Tornado fires.
The water that was dropping down in New Orleans was like 80-something degrees yesterday.
Jeez.
Can you imagine? That's some warm water dropping on your back. Can you imagine if it got hotter? They had 18-foot waves. Okay?
That's crazy.
Are you listening? That was just the start.
Yeah. Shout out to, you know, everybody, you know, in Louisiana, New Orleans, all the surrounding areas. Definitely praying for y'all. That's home for me.
Here in Texas, you know, we're very close to people who are in Louisiana because we travel down that way a lot.
Yes.
You know, we normally do that. So I don't know about everybody else out there and all of the different things going on. You know, the West Coast, y'all are definitely catching it. Again, take care of your families. Make sure that you check on your people. We can't say that enough. That's really, really important here to us. So here we are again. We're talking about taking care of your people. It is time now for us to move into our social justice portion. I definitely do not want to feel, I don't want anybody to feel like we're biased about anything. So we are definitely going to bring up the fact of the matter that 2 police officers in LA County, the deputies, were shot while sitting in their patrol vehicle, okay?
Yeah.
I saw the video.
Yeah.
It was recorded. You got caught, whoever you are. These people are out here to protect and serve. And I'm all for social justice and, you know, fighting against social injustices. But did we not know that something like this was possibly going to happen before this was over?
I think we had hoped that the movement had been strong enough to kind of drown out the crazy people who want to work against the movement or who wanted to be selfish and enraged and just start lashing out. I can't.
It's like you don't even know what to say.
Because for me, it may sound bad. Is I get why people are doing crazy things because people are crazy. You're good, you have your bad, because human beings were all complex, right?
Right.
But when we've had a year of marching and speaking and saying there's no reason why you should be just killing us in the streets, we're not doing this, we're not doing that, and then you go and you just openly just want to just go and murder a cop.
Right.
You're just working against the movement.
Just ran up on the car, as we all saw in the video, ran up on the car. One of them was shot in the jaw.
Yeah.
And, the other one took a body shot. And while she was trying to help her partner, you have to be in constant fear that somebody else is going to come back and finish off the job as they see you, kind of limp away from the car.
Well, I think the mindset is, like Charlie alluded to, we have these movements going on, and then we have, like you said, you want to hope that people can see past the stupidity.
Yeah.
But as the old saying goes, you always gonna have those few rotten apples in the bunch that you're just not gonna be able to talk to. It's sad and it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But you're just gonna have those people that you just can't talk to or get to reason because they actually feel that the only way to get justice or justice should be served is an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
And that's just not the way.
Okay, so I want to ask you guys this. Do you feel like this hurts the movement in a sense?
Absolutely.
I think it works. Like I said, I think it works completely against what is going on. And a lot of people have already spoken against Black Lives Matter, said it's very controversial. Black Lives Matter is what it is. It's advocacy for Black lives, for equality in workspaces, for us to not just have violence against us, just unwillingly, unjustly.
Because what happens is the mindset, the circle is never broken, okay? So we, of course, want to have these protests and rallies and demonstrations or whatever you want to call it as peaceful as possible. But now you have police officers that are being rolled up on and shot. I mean, let's just call it what it is. They rolled up on and they shot. And now, of course, there are other police officers who guess what? Now they're going to protect the shield at all costs. So guess what? Now we go back to the same
Now you have created an issue where
cycle.
Right, an issue where they will feel like they need to now go in on whoever is around them.
Absolutely.
They're going to definitely be on more of an alert because you may be sitting in your patrol car eating your donuts, as everybody makes the jokes, saying that that's all they're doing anyway, and they're not really taking their job seriously and X, Y, and Z. They will be taking seriously now because some of their counterparts have died. These people have families. Well, not died, but these people have families.
Right.
Now they're in rehabilitation stages. You also gave them a check. So if these were some people that you felt like had been in your community and were doing the wrong thing, now it's just opened up room for even more, to come and do exactly the same thing because now they're saying that your area is a hot spot.
Yeah. So we had somebody who actually just commented and said, yes, it hurts movement. Black people have always needed to go high, and this was one of those moments where we needed to stay high and we needed to take the high road instead of.
Is that fair? Do you feel like that's fair that we always have to take the high road?
No, it's not fair, which is a part of the Black Lives Movement. It's always been, we've always had to take extra precautions. Yes.
It's not fair, but it's necessary because at the end result is we don't want this to continue to happen.
Is that not a Jedi mind trick for you? Saying that we have to do this, we have to do that. Maybe we should do something different.
What is different though?
Yeah, exactly? What is different?
Running up on the car.
Well, hey, I mean, are we trying to?
I gotta antagonize.
Are we trying to have riots again?
They may be.
Will that be the only way that our voices can be heard?
And I don't like having to yell to be heard.
Yeah,
How about you?
I don't know if you heard, but the LA sheriff actually called for LeBron James.
Wow.
To to pay for a bounty to have these gunmen brought to justice.
Well, right now it's only $150,000, and so I assumed that was somebody's family who put that money up because
and that's why he's saying LeBron James should be the one.
So why LeBron James? Though?
He got that Skrilla.
That's what it is.
In other words, somebody's gonna turn him in. Somebody's gonna turn. Okay, and then also in the video, I know that everybody wants to say that this was a boy, but it did very much look like a female with male clothes on.
It looked like
it was running away like it had hips, but
it walked up like it had hips.
We will see later.
Well, I don't think it's because LeBron James has money. It's just that right now, if you had to look at a sports athlete whose voice is the most recognizable right now and the most listened to, is his.
Do you think people in the hood are listening to LeBron James over? I'm gonna give you a free $150,000 if you tell me your home.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, but that's why they
confused.
chose. That's why they chose to use his name, because his voice and his name is the most recognizable out there right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone said, "Don't Terry Crews the situation."
Oh wow. Okay.
I think that was the most.
Thank you. I like that comment. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you.
What'd you say? That is the perfect synopsis to how this is not supposed to go. Right? In my head. We got more comments.
Someone else said it is not fair, and why is it that when this happens, black people should all have to take the blame?
Mm-hmm.
Why should all black people have to take the blame?
Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Not only did you create a situation to where the police are on high alert, you make situations like what happened to our next topic, which is Roderick Walker in Clayton County, Georgia. He was there, entire family in the car with him. Did not care. They were beating this man like no other. His woman standing there, she decided to finally record it. When they asked her why, she said because there's no telling afterwards what they would have said he had done, and he didn't do anything. The man wasn't even driving the vehicle. She was driving the vehicle. So they in turn wanted to have his ID and this, that, and the other, and I'm sure he asked why, because now they're saying that he had other outstanding warrants, which is fine. Y'all really shouldn't even be messing with that man anyway, but we know that y'all do that in certain instances. He should have just given up the ID. I do say that, but why did it have to get so far gone? There were children out here running around. There was a baby who was 1 or 2 years old in the vehicle as well. Do you think they needed to be traumatized like that with the police severely? I mean, this man's eye was closed even when they decided to take his picture to book him, you know.
And the thing is, this is why I said the vicious cycle just never ends, because we have this man who was obviously beaten for no reason. Okay, and this is to the cops and the law enforcement and city officials and everybody out there. Do you think that this is not going to lead to cops being rolled up on?
This is
like where do we come up with a solution at this point?
You know, I like dealing in solutions,
right? Because right now where we are literally at it's an eye for an eye. The cycle has not been broken. The chain has not been broken at all. We're just going around and around in circles.
We need to figure it out and figure it out quick, because you know people are losing they've lost their jobs, which is merited. Let's say that after watching the video, but he is still in jail.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's still in jail.
My thing is, if I saw that boy walking there looking like that, and I had to fire the police, he might get a pass on the rest of those warrants, because I am not trying to feel the backlash that his family, that the community is going to have. So now here we are. In turn, there are going to be more protesters, more cases brought up,
more violence.
You know, it's not stopping anything. So at this point, Vanderbilt, where do you think people should go? Like, what's the next steps? Since we are talking about solutions, this is a solutions-driven show. Please tell me what you think the next step should be.
The most important step, in my opinion, should be accountability. We're not the police department, the police chief, the mayor. We're not holding anybody accountable for their actions.
I agree wholeheartedly. Accountability is a huge problem. That is why a lot of this starts, is because people do not feel like they're getting justice for the things that are happening to them. Even with the police, you know, in regards to all these protesting and people coming out, their voices are not being heard.
Yes.
Otherwise, a lot of this could have been avoided. You know, there are several people who are in jail because of dirty cops and this, that, and the other. We know that every single job has people who likes to, you know, cut down the side road. We know that.
And another thing, when I say, and also when I say accountability, this goes for my people as well. Okay, one of the things, and I don't know if you guys can remember this, is we always had policemen in the community. Always, you know, and I understand it's just times are different, times are a lot harder, but just like we want to hold the mayor accountable, just like we want to hold the police chief accountable, let's hold ourselves accountable as well. If I'm going to have a protest and I'm going to have an officer who's out here trying to promote peace, let's not antagonize this man. Let's not hurt this man. Let's all come up with
Let's
some
do what we're
type of
supposed to do and
solution.
protect.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, and this is why I was saying that voting has to happen, and it's not even so much just even on a national level. It's a local level. You need to be aware. Do a lot of people even know who our police chief is?
I have said several times.
Do they know who's next in line?
They
Do
don't.
they know who our attorney? Do
Who's
they know
actually
what
been putting in
judges
the work?
are? Do they know how they vote? These are the things that we need to know. Do
Who's
we know
at the
what
town
policies?
halls? Who's at the town halls
Yes.
listening to the older people? Because that's where we learn a lot of this stuff from. And the bad practices that have happened is from the elderly. They definitely have a voice still. They have seen, you know, the city turned upside down and back over again. So it definitely makes sense. Who are those people that are out there in the communities on a day-to-day, not just during election time?
And just let me say this also. I know each different city has, you know, their own city council meetings and things of that nature. I stay in A-Leaf, and we have a super council meeting, and I've been to them. Okay, and when I tell you, sometimes I'm the only black there.
Yep, that's the problem.
Or it may be two, or it may be three, but yet you have, and once again, I'm not trying to bring race into this. Well, yes, I am. You have 35. You have 35. You know, Vietnamese or you know, Chinese people there. You have maybe 50 Hispanic people there, but yet there's only 2 of us.
Wow.
But yet
we complain the most.
Right, but you complain about, oh, you don't like this, oh, you don't like that. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Bring your ass to a meeting.
Come to a meeting.
How about that?
See what's going on. Educate yourself.
And you need some coffee, huh?
No, I'm good. I'm good because, you know, like you said, you know, we don't show up at the things that we should show up to, but yet we want to be the first ones to complain.
Yeah, you trying to get your free ticket to, you know, that concert.
You can't break systemic racism, you know, racial injustice
Sitting at home.
without strategic change.
Yes.
And this is a part of the change.
And that's why you should know who's in your own communities.
Absolutely.
As well. We're going to live within our communities. We need to know
Absolutely.
who's in our communities and who's making the policies within our communities.
Yes.
Because it is at these town hall meetings that we're not only educated about what's going on in our community, but we know what's going on in our city, what's going on in our state, what's going on in our nation. And sometimes you are able to find out things that you don't find out in the general media.
Right.
So you need to be highly educated or know where the resources are.
So I'm just going to use that as a catalyst to push me into this next break. But before I do, remember that Charles White, even if you're afraid of COVID and all this other kind of stuff, Charles White does a newsletter and a tele-town hall. All you have to do is dial in from your cell phone and you can get all this same information. They allow people to come on and speak their piece, this, that, and the other, so that you can be informed about those people, and then you can go research them on your phone or your internet or whatever like that later. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. We hope you've enjoyed this segment as well.
Between the ages of 0 and 5, a child's mind is very impressionable. Researchers call it the theta brainwave. This low frequency is the state of consciousness between the conscious and subconscious worlds. In this state, the mind is capable of deep and profound learning, healing, and growth. There is a subconscious loop that's created during these early years. Who you believe you are has been downloaded based on experiences that you have had. A bad experience could create fears and limitations. Do you love who you are? Do you believe in yourself? The reality is that you can't control your childhood. All you can do is interpret it. You can choose to see your good and your value. Try this experiment. Project forward. See yourself at 80 years old. Now you have lived a lifetime. What advice would you have for your younger self? What risks would you have taken? What relationships would you have avoided? Did you celebrate life? Did you allow yourself to feel, to be present? Your 80-year-old self would tell you to not live in fear, to have faith that things will work out, that all you have to do is persist until you succeed. Your 80-year-old self would tell you to stay healthy, to take care of your body. And it would ultimately tell you to share your gifts with the world.
Ooh, I'm falling in this thing. I'm sorry. I had to lighten up the mood, y'all.
You guys miss everything.
These background conversations is why you have to come down here to Midtown Bar and Grill. We get in, don't we? We get it in. We definitely get it in.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try this one more time. I want to personally invite you down here for our voter registration drive on September the 26th. It starts at 4 p.m. Yes. Do not miss it, okay? We're going to have a live art and jazz festival. We cannot wait to see your beautiful faces getting registered to vote, because it is super duper important that you are here with us and that we make this country great again. I just had to add that in there. I'm so sorry. Look
Let's
at their
make
faces.
this country better by you coming out and voting, letting your voice be heard. We already talked about it. It's very important that you let your voice be heard. Vote, 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 vote. Even if you don't know if you're going to vote, just register so that if you decide to do it last minute because you came to your senses, this is the perfect time for you.
And you get to hang out with us.
Come on, look at us.
I'm just saying, live in the morning here at Edge Radio Network. Make sure that you also encourage your friends and family to follow us, to like, share all our videos. We are nothing without you. Right now, we're going to keep this show pushing because it is time for our sports updates.
Speaking about nothing without you, he's Houston, Texas.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so
she just went right in, didn't
Nothing.
Yeah, she went all the way in.
I'm upset. So
repeat what you said. Houston Texans returned to the field last week, correct?
And lost.
They did. I can't talk though.
Yeah,
we can't.
I jinxed myself.
I feel your pain.
I wore a hat. I wore a Dallas Cowboys hat. Driving in my car with the top.
And I had my Dallas Cowboys shirt on the way up to Austin.
Jinxed them.
Just dancing and cheering. I was even so happy. I was happy for the Saints to win. I was like, yeah, Saints won. We're next.
Help us, Lord.
We were not next.
Well, see, this is the thing. I'm from New Orleans, okay? So, of course, everybody, I'm supposed to root
for your home team.
The home team. But I've been a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan forever and a day. So, if the Saints win
off the air right now.
and my Cowboys lose, I catch the blues. I can't even come out the house.
Oh, my goodness. I'm going to tell you, you guys really do know how to attack a Cowboys fan. I mean, I get all kinds of inboxes. Ooh, it's crazy. But anyway, Texans, we are glad that you're back. I don't know if basketball is glad that you're back because is anybody watching basketball anymore? No. They're all watching football. Look. No. The statistics show there was an immediate flip over. People are still interested in basketball, don't get me wrong, but the bubble is not at the top anymore. Everybody was watching football this weekend.
Everybody was just waiting.
Happy for it to come back?
Yeah, happy for it to come back. I mean, the helmets cracked and shoulder pad. Everybody's looking forward to that.
Okay. I think what they wanted to see is if, for a lot of other people, because there was
the safety measures.
Yeah, they wanted to see safety measures. They wanted to see if the crowd was going to be there. They wanted to see what they were going to do as a protest. We had gone from all these people who just protested against NFL for a while, and then now that it's back, the numbers have gone up. It's crazy.
Here's my thing though. There's so many new faces on these teams.
Yeah.
This season really seems like a whoosh. There's new coaches. There's a lot going on in the NFL right now, and I think that everybody just had to see exactly who was going to show up, who was not going to show up. There's lots of youngsters out there right now. There's lots of black quarterbacks. Let's say that.
Hey, black quarterback.
We're growing in that area.
Well, and also definitely a big shout out to the NFL. They had over 500 coronavirus tests, and they all came back negative.
Well, look at them. They're
all
trying.
Came back negative.
They've got enough money to keep it under wraps.
I was just about to say, did they all come back
negative? Cut me a check.
Stop
did they all come back negative?
Stop it, Charlie. Stop it.
You're
just saying.
I love the fact that we have heard the stories because I was waiting for this to happen. In regards to the basketball player sneaking in one of the testers. Okay, he snuck the tester into his room and got busted. This is my thing. If you are $1 million man, you gonna take a chance on a coronavirus tester?
You can't just get somebody that's already in the bubble.
She is in the bubble. She was in the bubble.
I know, but I'm just
That's the point.
Your own person that should be in the bubble.
This one,
she wasn't his girlfriend.
She wasn't. She definitely wasn't. She just was there, and she was an opportune, candidate to get the D.
This is one of the moments where you just really
and he got the D dismissed.
You just look at him.
Yeah. Really? We need to give a moment of silence for him in his career. I cannot believe you did that, sir. The coronavirus test. I bet she was fine. Does anybody have a picture of her? Was she fine?
I don't think
she was. Them girls be looking good in them scrubs. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep moving on. Okay, Rockets.
Speaking of scrubs.
D'Antoni is out.
Speaking of scrubs. Rockets.
D'Antoni is out as the coach.
We knew this was coming. We talked about this. We said that it was happening.
It was happening.
Do you know who maybe any of the new prospects might be?
There's a lot of new prospects they're looking at. Alvin Gentry. They're looking at Fizdale. They're looking at a bunch of black coaches, which is definitely a good thing. I think when in Dan Tony's case, and a lot of Houston Rockets fans are gonna feel like this. Okay, some are gonna say he was given a fair shake. Some will say he's not.
Right.
But at the end of the day, small ball just doesn't work.
Okay.
It just don't.
So how do we feel about, Harden hasn't come out and really made a statement or anything like that. Normally when the coach is gone, right, don't they normally at least put the little excerpt in the news?
Harden.
I've not heard his
Harden
excerpt.
couldn't make an excerpt because he was out at Turkey Leg the day after.
Oh,
Ooh,
busted by
I was
Charlie.
not gonna say it.
Shout out
But
to
she
Turkey
did.
Leg.
But she did.
A
Turkey
black-owned
Leg.
business here in Houston,
Oh.
Texas. Shout out to
Woo.
you. That's how you know you get the power of the food. When as soon as you come home and get out the
You
boat,
gotta go to the Turkey Leg
you
Hut
Yeah.
and turn up.
As soon as you got off the plane, come get one of these turkey legs.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Well, I don't think Harden is going to say anything right now. And of course, he's been advised not to say anything. I think there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that's taking place right now.
But normally they make a thing and say, "Oh, he was this, that, and the other.
Well,
he was
you know
great."
why?
Or whatever,
You know why he's not saying anything, because he feel a certain type of way.
So the Cowboys coach did pop up. He's in New York, coaching.
Stop it.
Yes, he is.
Stop it.
I ain't gonna put his name out there. We're not even
we
gonna
don't.
talk
Jason
about
Garrett,
We don't
I
speak
put
of
it out
his name
there.
anymore.
I'll put it out
Why
there,
not?
Jason
Because
Garrett.
he's gone.
Why not? He got another job.
But he looks good as offensive
But this
coordinator.
is
He
the
got his
thing.
glasses
This
like
is the
this.
thing. I do not honestly feel like it was entirely his fault.
Why? Coaching matters.
Coaching does matter, but ownership also matters. And when you have somebody who is constantly trying to tell you what to do and pushing their own agendas, do you get a real opportunity to be who you would have been without that? And I know that that's part of the job, being able to influence those around you into believing your mission.
Yeah.
I get it, people. We're here for some football. You here for some football?
I'm
I think Vanderbilt's here for some football. He still loves basketball. He can still be out on that.
No.
It's almost over with. The Rockets. Look, I'm gonna just give you the wah face, okay?
Wah, 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 wah.
Okay. So anyway, let's move on to tennis. And Naomi Osaka,
Yes.
she wins the Grand Slam, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations. Yes.
And if I could pronounce Victoria Osaka, how do you say that?
You did good.
Azarenka?
You did good. You did
Azarenka?
good.
I tried.
I
Azarenka.
would have not
Okay.
hit me close.
Thank you. Okay, so I tried. She did beat her out to win the Grand Slam. This little girl is definitely on fire. I feel like her mojo is headed in the right direction. She did do the Black Lives Matter with wearing her mask. I mean, she's even wearing them in the airports and everything else. I'm very glad that you're bringing attention to the Black Lives Matter. What do we want to call this now? Because it's not just the movement anymore. It's turned into a lot of things,
I think also for her, it's not even just the Black Lives Matter. She also wants people to understand that there is another part of her culture, right? We obviously see she is darker, so she looks black. But when they speak of her, they speak of the Japanese player.
Correct.
The Japanese player.
Right.
And for her, she's like, there are two sides to me. I need you to understand that what I'm doing is historic on another end outside of just being a Japanese player.
And that's hard. That's hard because a lot of people do choose the easy route. She could have easily, been one of those people that just, stay out of the sun till it's time for a match.
Yeah.
I know people who do that.
Yeah.
You make sure you get light for the wedding type thing, There
Well,
are people doing things like that, and she decided that that was not going to be who she was. She knew that this would be a hard platform to stand on, yet she did it anyway at a very young age.
Yeah.
I'm very happy
Well,
about
I was just
that.
about to say that it's good to see someone other than Serena be that voice. You know, you have a lot of up and coming young black.
Don't be
female
trying to
tennis
put Serena
players.
in the pasture.
No, I'm not. But I'm saying you need someone that you need a changing of the guard.
Yeah, I think she's doing really well for being able to kind of pick up Serena's legacy
Absolutely.
because she did say that was her main influence. She looked up to her whole life. She's the majority of her whole life.
Yes.
And actually, it's funny that you said this though. Golf is still going on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And someone had made a comparison about her being Blasian to Tiger Woods, and I think this is the biggest thing. Is okay. Yes, sports, we do look to it for being kind of the sounding board for what's going on in culture. But I mean,
Is Tiger wearing Black Lives Matter mask?
No, and he never.
I just wanted to know.
Never had.
But he never stood out for that subgroup. Blasians are a thing. It's like, I mean, at the end of the day, they are it's a growing culture. I mean, Black people and Asian
We
people.
just had the conversation about eating like groceries.
Just look. Right, so I think
we love you.
I think her win is actually going to open up more of a conversation, kind of uniting these minority groups, bringing them together, especially when it comes to sports, because a lot of time there is segregation in different cultural experiences within sports.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if y'all don't learn anything on this very morning show right here, something is wrong with you. If you don't feel like this is something that you need to encourage your friends and family to be a part of, so you can be on top of these situations, these coffee session conversations, okay? Coffee session conversation. And you don't want to be a friends with benefits with us, well, you know,
and just let me say this also. You know, we talk about, you know, Coco Golf, and we talk about Osaka. You know what? There's a couple of Black male tennis players out there, and you don't hear from them. You know, so at all. As a matter of fact, I watched one tennis match, and I can't call his name, but I literally watched the entire match from the time it came out till it was over. And he had no representation of Black Lives Matter, nothing at all.
Well, he doesn't have to.
I'm not saying he has to, but
y'all don't know what he's probably dealt with throughout his entire career.
True. But I would like to, we have more, in my opinion, we have more females that are stepping up and speaking out. And in sports, I would just like to see.
Speaking of females in sports, you know, the Saints actually came out and did a press conference talking about that this year that their social justice movement that they're supporting is Black women in business, Black women in general. They want their voices to be heard. And they made a public statement. They did a press conference and said that the Saints this year, this is what they're going to be focused on.
I would love to be supported by the Saints.
Shout out to the Saints on that one.
We're taking new sponsors right now.
We're just saying we'll come to you.
Right.
We want y'all to be out.
Syndication in New Orleans.
Yeah, I like New Orleans.
Go ahead, finish what you
was
were
so
saying.
good.
I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, you didn't.
That's what you know.
No, but I think it's a good time in sports. It's a good time to be Black. It's a good time to be a woman.
Absolutely.
It's a good time to be Blasian.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Be you. How about that? We can't say it enough. Okay, so let's also squeeze in here real quick. It is time for our TV movie review or whatever you want to say, because there are so many good things going on right now. I'm glad that everybody is back to using those cameras and recording movies and doing whatever else. I'm going to start at the bottom of the list, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody is always asking, how many Batmans are they going to make?
Too many.
We got a new Batman again. Okay, we got a new Batman. It's okay. He got sick. No, he didn't get sick. His co-star got sick on the set. They had to stop taping Batman, okay? So y'all won't get Batman for a little bit longer.
Okay.
It's okay. They have resumed, since I wrote this, now they have resumed taping with the scenes that he's not in.
Well, as one of the titles said, it's Batman Forever. I just had
Batman Forever. COVID ain't taking that man down,
No.
and Batman's gonna keep going on. It doesn't matter how many faces he gets.
Nope.
I just can't.
How about Jurassic Park? Are we also here for Jurassic Park?
There's never enough Jurassic
My
Park.
family absolutely loves Jurassic Park. This is, sometimes it gets a little hinky, but it's definitely always has a love story in it. You get the science part of it. I'm here for Jurassic Park. They did have to cease fire on the recording for a little while, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. They back. Now let's get to the good stuff. Tenet, the spy movie that I've been telling y'all about, I finally got to watch.
Did you watch it?
Oh
Okay,
my
all
goodness.
right.
Oh
Okay,
my
good.
goodness. It was
17.
phenomenal.
It was.
I'm very excited about this.
Awesome.
I hope that you guys go watch it. I very much could have seen Chadwick Boseman play this position as well.
Yeah, you're right.
I could have seen him do this, but he did a really, really great
Shout
job.
out to John David Washington.
He did a really great job in this. Be careful, it might lose you. If you are not paying attention, this is not one you can look at your phone and be like, it will lose you, okay? I'm just warning you now, pay attention.
If you get up,
It's for the smarties out there. If you like to think through a movie,
it's good.
if you like to think through a movie, this is definitely for you guys, okay? All right.
I'm gonna watch it.
Okay. Power Book. Let's do our little recap on that. Let me just say this. I love the characters that they put together. I love the way the show is flowing. But do I feel like your girl Mary J
is a
beast? No, she's a beast. Her character is a beast.
Yeah, her character.
Do we feel like her acting abilities merit a role like this? How do you feel? This is kind of like when I first saw Beyonce and what was that movie she was in with Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Oh my God.
Fighting Temptation. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? All I saw was Beyonce. Hello, I'm Beyonce.
What I don't like is when they try to bring a singer over into the acting world and they don't take them through
You don't know that they didn't. You know, she's been in several movies now.
But still, she's getting better.
She's still dry.
You put that nicely.
It was
very still dry. I ain't gonna lie. This I'm just saying, y'all.
But the thing is, with Power, we've already come to love the characters that are in it, right? They already have this.
We love her. We just don't love her
for this
acting skills.
I honestly
right now.
think that as the story goes on, we're gonna see her develop a little bit more. I mean, basically right now she's just trying to call a few shots and things like that.
I think that her character is trying to be.
I think it's going to open up more. But I will say this: Michael Rainey Jr. You know, he caught so much backlash over being Tariq, but Tariq fits him.
It does. I'm not.
Tariq
I'm here for Tariq. I'm here for Tariq.
Yeah, I'm here for
Tariq. Don't call him. I'm here for Tariq. Okay, he is doing his thing and he is being the man with the plan, just like his father would have liked.
His daddy.
You know, his daddy tried to keep him from it, but you can't always keep what's in your blood.
And speaking of rappers going into acting, definitely big shout out to Method Man. Method is killing it.
Yes, he's doing a really great job.
Killing it.
All right. So up next, I want you guys to also know this. Y'all know I love me some country and western music. Okay. So the 55th Academy of Country Music Awards is Wednesday night. Now, let me tell you something that's super special about this. You would think that in Nashville, Tennessee, they would have had several of these country music awards by now, right?
Nope.
This is the very first one in Nashville.
Going Nashville by morning.
Are you kidding me? I don't even know how to feel about this. Like, I had never, taken time to, look at exactly where they were having them. But the very first time in Nashville, that is like the music Hall of Fame there, for country music. This is crazy.
I know.
Get on your stick, Maybe they couldn't get it approved. But ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back with I'm Just Saying and Tennille's Touchy Subject. Did you miss me?
That was quick.
That was quick.
Okay, it's okay. We are here with Tennille's Touchy Subjects, and I did post it to our social media. Listen, if you are not on the I'm Just Saying Facebook page, you definitely need to go there. I'm going to try to give y'all a little bit of an opportunity. Sometimes you can't always jump on because you're at work or wherever else. We're going to do this Tennille's Touchy Subject, and we're going to do it real quick. Yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lady at your husband's job who's decided they're going to ride together, okay?
His work wife.
His work wife. We've heard all those synopses. Here we go. We're having a employees only work retreat.
AKA Bay Retreat.
Okay. AKA, she says that it's a Bay Retreat. We're not going to say that. We're going to say that this woman is just ready to have a good time. She comes scantily clad to pick your man up from your house, okay? Can he go to this retreat or not? It's for work, y'all. They're learning team building.
He's sick. He can't play outside today.
He can't play outside today. I posted a picture of how the girl came. And Vanderbilt, what do you have to say about the lady in the picture? If she came, that thigh was out, chest out.
Honestly, she had more than her thigh out.
Okay.
Okay, she had a little more than the thigh out. And I actually posted this and I got some comments. I can't go.
Let us know some of these comments, because I'm gonna tell you right now, my man, if there is a employee only work retreat, I'm still trying to stay up in the hotel. That's number one. Number two, y'all, we gotta go. You're gonna have to go to I'm Just Saying on Facebook to post your comments.
We're gonna post it, and we definitely want to hear y'all comments.
Just post it. Go post comment. We'll see you guys next week. Oh, sorry. On